Yo, what's going on, guys? So today I'm bringing you a special PvP commentary video. Over the past weekend in the Trials of Osiris, I was carrying with my friend Ratchet, and we managed to match ourselves up against Luminosity and VioIe from BSK. Those who don't know who they are, they're very top tier players in the US. We were able to match with them because Ratchet plays on a Canadian host, and as he was a host, we were able to match with them on the servers. So you can see here, I'm just inspecting through them. Lumi's on his Night Stalker, VioIe's on Sunsinger, and the person they're carrying is on a Voidwalker. Now right there you can see me that I'm just inspecting myself. I was using Night Stalker, all three of us were on my team. I was also using Graviton because I felt Graviton was very useful on this map due to a lot of different levels, a lot of up and downs. This help you let you track your opponent, and it was very useful. So you can see that VioIe is also using her Benevolence. I'm not really sure why. It does bring his light level down a bit, but he can still hit headshots, so I'm assuming it's just for comfort. So for this first round, myself and Ratchet, we usually play aggressive, so you can see here we just run straight in. But I am team shot straight away and picked up with a Firebolt, and Ratchet is also gets domed by VioIe. You can see that our carry Unload is AFK at the moment, so this is essentially a free round for them, which is fine. There's nothing we can do about that. We just learned that we shouldn't push as aggressive as we did, and make sure that everyone's on board for the next round. So round 2, we decided to take a different approach, and instead of running straight up the middle like we usually do, we go through the side, try and get a different angle, and hopefully maybe able to pick them off. You can see on the radar that I do get some pings, so they are clearly already in their spawn. They didn't move out that much. I see Lumi there, make the call out, and immediately all three of us back off because there's no need to challenge that, especially when he has the choke point as an advantage. So we rotate back around the map, and we see again that right here VioIe pokes about by himself, and I am able to pick him off, and as well as Ratchet picking up Lumi. So now it is 3v1, we're able to push this guy as a team together, and he can't really do that much. Ratchet does pick him off, and that's the next round to us. So the main thing about playing plays like this is that you have to constantly stay together and try to abuse the fact that if they push out by themselves, you have to push together that as a team and get the pick. Because basically if you get a pick, especially when a team is carrying, you've essentially won the round, especially if you can secure the orb. So it might seem a bit campy. That's what people in the chat were saying to us when we were playing Lumi, but it is essentially just playing smart in trials and just securing orbs and making sure that you get the pick to your advantage, because if you push after you get a pick, it's essentially a waste, to be honest, and you just need to control the game. So right here, again, we rotate around the map until eventually their team rotates towards back hole in the wall. I am able to pick up 2 players right there with assist from Ratchet, and it is a 2v1 on Lumi. Right here, Ratchet pushes up by himself, which in hindsight he probably shouldn't have done. So right here, my teammates call out that Lumi has backed off, so I also push up and get the res. But right here, Lumi pushes around the corner and picks him up with the shotgun. But I am able to get the res, and Ratchet is able to get a trade right here. Now, in hindsight, what I should have done is pull out my shotgun as I was raising Ratchet, as I was able to probably pick off Lumi rather than giving my life there. But best case scenario, we ended up with a draw rather than a round win for them. So next round we do the same thing again. We rotate to the right side of the map, try and get an angle, and of course see what's going on in the radar, just so we can make a guess as to where Lumi's team might have ran to. So you see I ran to the spawn and there are no pings on the radar, so we immediately assume that they move towards the back donut and towards the dark beach, which is the outside area. So immediately we rotate to the side right here and are able to see someone, so I make the call out and we push up together. I throw my wombo here after I see the light of a laser, just as a kind of a pre-nade, and then we are able to pick up VioIe here as he pushes by himself. Again, same principle here. We have an orb, so we decide to secure it. I sit on the orb just to watch all the angles, and I tell Ratchet and Unload to push out, try and get a ping on the radar, and if they do, tell me where they are so we can push together. So right here I'm just watching the heavy, watching all the angles, and right here they make a call out that they were at B flag, so I push up and they're able to pick off their carry right there. And Lumi comes up, he is weak, but unfortunately I pull my trigger just a second too early, otherwise I probably would have killed him out of his shade step. Lumi pushes Ratchet with a tether, and Ratchet is able to pick them off. But in that situation, you can see that Ratchet had his hand cannon out, and he probably wouldn't have killed Lumi, but I made the call out that he should pull out a shotgun, and of course he did, and he got the kill, which is a good round win for us. So this next round, nothing much happens at the start of it, so I just fast forward about halfway through the round where we find out where they are. So you can see that they're at the back of the map at Dark Beach. I make the call out and I just try and push forward as much as I can to get the ping on the radar. You can see that they're at the back donut this time, and I push up, but unfortunately they are able to read me and pick me up with a wombo combo. Unload gets a nice kill there, and I make the call out that there's one guy on my orb, so Ratchet naturally pushes up and he's able to pick off Lumi right there and gets my res. But of course Unload again just gets last kill by himself. Very good job by him to secure the round. I didn't do much myself personally there, but it was a very good job by my teammates. Now this next round's heavy round. Nothing really special happens here. We just pull the heavy and then everyone just shoots rockets at each other. We didn't wave because we thought they wouldn't wave either because they wouldn't trust us. We didn't really know each other. So yeah, just pull the heavy and everyone just goes berserk. And there's no really real strategy for heavy round. I mean, you can play passive if you want and wait for the cap point. But right there my teammates push up, so I just try to go around and get the angle. But of course they are able to finish the round off by themselves. That is heavy round, and there's not really much to talk about there. So this next round we go through the same process as we usually do in the previous rounds, which is we try and rotate them around the map, get the pings on the radar and try and get an angle on the opponent. So right here I make the call out that they're in their spawn, so we of course throw a team grenades in there, but they are able to back off, and as a result I can make the call out that we should go around, and as our teammate you see on the radar, we'll push around together, and of course you can see that their enemy team is still in their spawn. So right here we see that we're very careful not to poke out in sniper lanes because we really can't afford to be picked off by our sniper. He is the only sniper on their team from memory, and we can't afford to be picked off because then we just give them a 3v2 advantage. So we just poke around corners with our shade step, just to get an idea of where they are and what kind of angle that they're trying to get. So right here you can see one enemy is bottom underground, so I make the call out, but of course he's able to get away once again. Very important thing in trials, and of course in this map especially, is map rotation. So again we move around again. You see someone's at back beach, and I am picked off by Lumi during my shade step, which is unfortunate. I am red bar for this portion of the game, I'm not really sure why. But that does give them a 3v2 advantage, and of course they capitalize on it, being the good teams that they are. They push in on Ratchet and Unload, and they are able to pick them off in a number scenario. That is unfortunate that I was picked off there. I do change to a Hawksaw here because I felt that at that range I might have been able to at least trade with Lumi if I didn't have a hand cannon on, so I did change to Hawksaw. Just gives you more range than a hand cannon, and I guess gives you a bit more versatility in the ways that you can challenge your opponents. So this next round here we do the same thing again, rotate around the map. I just fast forwarded the round just to where we actually encountered the opponent. So right here you see someone's back beach by themselves. I am shot as I am falling down through the wall, which is again probably just lag, that's Destiny being Destiny. But he does run off, so I make the call out that I should get my res. So as he gets me up, Unload also spots someone from the side, so we push them together. He's able to pick them off, and I see this guy here, and I jump up in the air and use the tether because I kind of expected a preemptive never bomb. So right there I just wait till the vortex disappears before I res Unload. So right here we are aware that VioIe on the far orb might have a self-res, so I make the call out that Unload should just stay here with his tether just in case VioIe does self-res, so he can shut down immediately. Ratchet does push off by himself, so immediately I go there to back him up just so he's not by himself. So I push up the B flag, and as I shade step, Lumia has already spotted me, so he's able to get first shot. If I hadn't shade stepped there, I probably would have been in a better position to win the gunfight, but unfortunately that is what it is. But I do make the call out that of course Lumi's by himself, so I tell Ratchet that he's at top heavy. Ratchet does push in with a tether right there, and he's able to pick them off as Lumi is stuck in the tether. Now I'll make the call out again that to Unload that's VioIe my self-res, so I told him to watch it right here. Fortunately VioIe either doesn't have self-res or maybe he's running Radiant Skin. By the way, that is game to us. I didn't play the best game of my life, but I think I was in a good position to make callouts, and of course we won the game in the end. So good game to all those involved. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe took something out of it. I do have a highlights video for this week's Timekeeper Trials map as well, so make sure you check that out. And I'll see you next time.